Hey there, everybody. It's me again. It's Story Dude coming at you with another edition of the weird, the wild, and the wonderful of the internet. I'll be your guide today as we slide our way through some interesting stories. Let's see what we've got up first here. My boyfriend said he would want his kids to be light-skinned. We are both South Asian, but he is North Indian and lighter brown. I am darker-skinned brown. We have been together on and off. Oh Lord. On and off for coming up to 4 years. It has recently become committed and serious. He's being so loving and kind now that he's decided to commit, which is why this is all so hard. I feel so guilty. He has jokingly before said that I'm very dark. We are getting to a serious stage of the relationship, considering marriage and kids. He is daily saying he wants kids with me. I mentioned to him yesterday, randomly, that my dad was unusually pale, and he brightly said, "Maybe our kids will be pale then." I felt uncomfortable and told him how I love my nephew to bits, and he's darker skinned than me, and I find it so cute. And he kind of shrugged and moved the convo on. This morning, I was so uneasy, I asked him straight up, "Does skin color matter to you?" And he responded, "Well, I would prefer them to have lighter skin, but I don't really have a choice." I feel so uneasy. I do understand wanting your kids to look like you. Even I want that. But it's one thing saying I want them to look like me and, repeatedly, he has said it multiple times, saying that you want them to have light skin, especially when he comes from a place with a caste system intertwined with colorism. Lower castes are dark-skinned and oppressed and looked down upon. I feel that this is part of what has constructed his desire for a light-skinned kid, and him feeling comfortable saying that to me makes me so uneasy. Can I get your thoughts, please? Well, as a white dude, I think I'll keep my thoughts to myself and let the community chime in. I hate to be this guy, but you've posted about this boyfriend so many times for a multitude of horrible behaviors he has. I wish we could dig in and see what else he's been doing. You really need to leave him or accept that he's a jerk and is always going to find something about you to complain or make you feel horrible about. People can only tell you that you deserve better so many times until you realize that you are settling for someone that treats you like rubbish. There are worse things than breakups and being single. Internalized racism and colorism is sadly way too common. Ask yourself what would happen if you had kids with him and one child was dark-skinned and the other was light-skinned. Would he treat them equally? Love them equally? I think you need to consider this going forward with your relationship. Don't have kids with this guy. There is so much colorism ingrained in Indian people's minds. Find someone who is mature. No one is going to tell you this behavior is okay or acceptable. No one is going to say anything other than he is an asshole. There is no advice to be given here. He is who he is and he thinks how he thinks. You have the free will to choose to be with him or not. Do I think he sounds like a great partner? No. But given the tone of your comments, it doesn't sound like you are going to break up with him, so I'm not sure what you're after here. I think she just wants someone to tell her that that it's all going to be okay, but I have to agree. The outlook is somewhat dark here. Tell him not to worry, as having kids is not something you can foresee in his future. Anyway, let's move on to something hopefully a little brighter. My boyfriend has gotten drunk. Oh, goodness gracious. This is even worse. My boyfriend got drunk today and hit me just now. He had a drinking issue last year, but after we got into a relationship, myself and his mother got worried about this and tried to stop him from getting drunk again. He had hit me before and shows very rude behavior towards other people, especially in public. He gets pure aggressive in nature. Everything went fine for a few months. I moved in with him last month. He usually drinks lightly every Saturday, but today we were on a date. He had taken a few drinks. That's what he said. His mood changed suddenly because he couldn't withstand the masala of the food and the waiter was taking too long to bring the bill. He went to the counter, threw the bill at the owner, and paid. I got furious, so I started walking towards our lane. That's when a few street dogs came towards me. From a very young age, I am extremely scared of them. I panic every time a dog comes near me. He knows that, so I stopped and waited for him to come even when he approached me. Even when he approached me, he shoved me towards the dog and walked away. What? I instantly panicked and ran to the home. After coming back home, I yelled at him for this routine of his of slamming others when drunk, but that's when suddenly he grabbed me by my throat and threw me. Instantly, I slapped him as a reaction, but he didn't stop. He kicked the beer bottles under the sink, threw bags and clothes and our speaker to the floor, packed his bags, and started calling his friends. I was like, done. I knew at that moment that this would be my future on a loop if I stay with him. He is never going to change. I am simply wasting my youth on this moron. I am done. I won't take violence. I've heard many stories that started like this and didn't end well. As I write this, my whole body is shaking. I feel so helpless. I have no one to talk to. I love him, but his manners make me doubt if I want to have a future with him. Please let me know what you think. P.S. He is literally standing outside my apartment right now, and I'm too scared that he won't leave even in the morning. My goodness, OP, this is just the worst. Obviously, well, you're not really looking for advice. This is just a call for help, and there's nothing we can do really. This will be my future on a loop if I stay with him. That is it right here. You know what to do. It sounds like she knows what to do, but she can't do it. The guy is standing outside the door. He will kill you if you stay. Correction, he has a drinking problem, not past tense. Lesson learned, even with his mother's help, you cannot fix him. This is the way he is. Ask yourself how you would advise your best friend if she was in this situation. He is abusive and he drinks too much. This is who he is. Leave now. Bad manners is not what this man has. This man is abusive. This man is very likely to kill you. A man who puts his hand on your throat or attempts to strangle you is the most likely to kill you. You are not safe. You cannot love him. Loving him will get you hurt. You need to end this. Please, for your own safety, get rid of this man. You don't have a future with him. Please find someone safe to be with or stay with them. Yeah, I mean, domestic violence is just crazy. And I saw something on the internet the other day that was to the effect that your spouse is the person who is statistically most likely to kill you. And I think this is a good illustration of why. I mean, this is just too dark for me. This will not improve. I waited myself and almost lost my life. It will escalate, period. If you stay, you will either die or wish you would. Wait until he leaves, pack your stuff, and have someone escort you somewhere safe. Do not meet with him or talk to him. Have someone else go get the rest of your things with the police present. See if you can get a restraining order and lay low until it's in place. Well, I think OP said that she doesn't really have anyone to talk to, and that's why she's asking for help on the internet. And from what I gathered, it does not seem this is happening in the United States. Rather, this seems to be another story coming out of South Asia. And I'm not sure it's that easy to get a restraining order or to even expect that the police will take your side in a domestic abuse situation. Maybe they'll just take the man's side in this. This is just, well, this is the end, and that was really depressing. Thank you for bearing with us. I hope that the next edition will be a little brighter. That being said, we're here, we're strong, we're here for the good stuff, we're here for the bad, and I wish all of you the strength to get through the day and just stay good, everybody. Take care.